Quai Chung, the basement supermarket in Quai Chung Plaza, the cash register. Every night, before I end my shift, there's always one more can on the shelf. No barcode, no label, can't be scanned, can't be returned. The first night, it was deep in the back row. The seventh night, it appeared on the counter sitting on the conveyor belt, waiting to be checked out. But inside the store there was only me. My name's Heng, 23. I work night shift stocking shelves in the supermarket under Quai Chung Plaza. Locals come here every day. My shift runs midnight to 7 in the morning. Only 2 of us at night, me and my senior, Artak. The door locks after the supervisor leaves. No one else can enter. Everything was normal until the 42nd day. That night, Artak took a day off. Supervisor said it's fine, not much work, told me to handle it alone. That was my first mistake. I arrived at midnight. Supervisor locked the gate behind me. Just me, the shelves' lights humming, the cold air from the fridge cabinets. I pushed the stock trolley, started restocking. When I reached the can section, I noticed something off. At the bottom layer, furthest in, there was a can not on the list. Old-style metal can, plain black and white label, no print. Just a few blurry characters I couldn't read. No barcode anywhere. I tried scanning it, nothing. Tried another scanner, same. Checked the system, no record. I thought it was a mistake, put it in the storage room, locked the door. Finishing up later, I did one last walk around. There it was again. Same spot, another identical can. I checked the storage room. The first one was still there. Now there were 2. I put the new one in the room too, locked it, planned to tell the supervisor. Next night, I came back alone again. First thing I did was check the storage room. The cans were gone. Door was locked, only I and the supervisor had the key. I checked the shelf. The can was back. But this time, not in the same spot. It had moved forward, closer to the aisle. I stared at it, then used a pen to mark an X under the bottom to see if it's the same one. I put it in the supervisor's office, locked the door, went back to work. The third night, Artak returned. I told him about the can. He looked uneasy, said, "Don't bother with it." I asked if he knew what it was. He said, "Just do your job, don't stick your nose in." Still, I checked the office. Door locked. When I opened it, the can was gone. But the old rust smell filled the room, thick and metallic. I went back to the shelf. The can was there again, a little closer to the aisle. I picked it up and looked under. The X was still there. The same can. Fourth night, Tak called in sick again. I knew he was avoiding this. I worked alone. Checked the can shelf right away. It had moved again, 1 row closer to the main path. Only 2 steps away from the open corridor. I pushed my trolley, placed the can on it so it stayed in my sight while I restocked. 2 hours passed quietly. I left the trolley in the storage room to use the toilet. Less than a minute later, I came out. The can was gone. I searched the storage area, the aisles. Nothing. Then I found it. Back on the shelf, right on the outermost edge. 1 reach away from falling into the aisle. 1 more move, and it would be out. I shoved it under other goods at the bottom of the trolley, buried it under boxes, kept working, turning back again and again to check. Still there. Still there. The 5th time I turned back, the trolley was tidy, but the can was gone. I rushed out. The shelf was empty. I ran through the store searching, and then I heard it. The conveyor belt at the register, moving by itself. I slowly walked over. The belt was humming in the emptiness. There it was. The can, rolling slowly along the belt toward the scanner. Nobody near it. No sound but that dull motor noise. It reached the scanner and stopped. The belt stopped too. Silence. That can sat right under the scanner, waiting To be scanned. I picked up the scanner. The moment it passed over the can, the system beeped. On the monitor, strange letters appeared. Not Chinese, not English, something old, ancient. The price column didn't show numbers, just a question mark. Then the text vanished. New words replaced it, in Chinese. Someone wants to check out. I froze. Turned around. An old man was standing beside the register. I hadn't seen him come in. 70s, maybe 80s, wearing an old Chinese changshan. He carried nothing. His eyes, the pupils were white, the whites were black, reversed. He looked at me. I heard his voice, not from his mouth, inside my head, echoing directly in my ears. Help me check out. I stumbled backward, turned, ran to the door. It was locked. Behind me, the conveyor belt started moving again. The voice inside my head repeated, "Help me check out! Help me check out!" Louder each time. My hand shook so hard I could barely turn the key. "Help me check out!" The door opened. I bolted out into the mall's basement corridor. The voice stopped. I sat on the cold tile floor gasping. Called my supervisor. Lied that I felt sick and couldn't stay. He scolded me, said he'd send security to lock up. When the guard arrived, he looked into the store and said, "Was someone else in there with you?" I said, "No, it's locked." He stared, then said, "I just saw an old man by the counter." I told him there wasn't anyone. He peered again. "Oh, he's gone." He locked the door, left. Through the glass I could still see the store. Lights on, empty. On the belt, under the scanner, the can was still there. Unmoved, waiting. I couldn't sleep. I searched old news about Quai Chung Plaza and learned that decades ago, before it was a mall, the basement was a market. There was an old man who ran a small stall selling canned food. When the market shut down for redevelopment, he refused to leave. The day it was demolished, they found him dead at his stall, holding one unsold can. The next day, I went to a nearby temple, lit incense and said, "Elder, I've checked out your can. $0. You can rest now." Then that night, I returned to the store with Artak. Picked up the can, scanned it again, hit free purchase. The system accepted. The receipt printed. It only said $0. I placed it beside the can. That night we finished stocking everything. When I checked again, the shelf was empty. The belt was clear. The can was gone. The price I paid was the receipt. I brought it home, tried throwing it away. Every time I did, the next day it was back on my bedside table. Now I keep it in my wallet. No one else can see the words except me. Sometimes, when I open it to take cash, the price line changes. From $0 to $47. I don't know when he paid me back. Have you ever seen something in a store or a market? No label, no price, just sitting there, waiting. Or maybe you owned something you threw away, but it came back again? Tell me what it was and what you did with it.
If this story kept you awake tonight, thank you for staying with me. If you felt the chill, tap the like button and let me know it got to you. If you want more stories like this, subscribe to Midnight Hollows. Every night I'll bring you another story that follows you after the screen goes dark. Stay close to the light.